How's it going, everybody? Vin here, and it is currently 2 a.m. I just finished watching Backlash. And this is the official review that I'm doing. Uh, if I keep looking to the right, I have the date on it on. So Backlash was May 21st, 2017, at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, Illinois. Uh, I did this pay-per-view completely backwards. I watched the main event live when I got home, and then I watched the rest of the show afterwards, which was kind of interesting. I wasn't really a big fan of the show. Felt like the match order was really off, and but they did have a lot of moments. They just didn't really connect. It felt like a longer episode of SmackDown. So they opened up with Dolph Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Uh, at the beginning, there was a bunch of like rest holds. They had a lot of headlocks and stuff like that, which made it really hard to get invested early, especially for the casual fans. I feel it could have been, since this is their first match of Shinsuke Nakamura, and you just see him getting beaten down pretty much. Uh, Dolph Ziggler controls about 90% of the match, I felt, but Shinsuke hits the Kinshasa for the pin, and gets the victory. I felt like this is the worst Shinsuke Nakamura match that WWE had put up. He shouldn't have been destroyed for most of the match as he was. But it'll be interesting to see how they book him going forward. Next was the Usos versus Breezango for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. They showed the fashion files from SmackDown last week before the entrances. It showed the full part, so when Breezango came out, Tyler Breeze was dressed up as the janitor, and he's mopping the entrance ramp as he's going down to the ring. And while he's on the apron, he is mopping, and he has the mop in his hand, and he's still dressed up as the janitor. When he's tagged in, he uses the mop pretty much for comedy. He puts it in Jimmy Uso's face, I believe it was Jimmy. When Jimmy comes to attack him and starts mopping his face, the crowd starts chanting for a mop. Then, when Tyler Breeze tagged out, he changes into a grandma with a cane, and the crowd chants for grandma. I forgot which Uso it was, but one of them takes off the dress of Tyler Breeze and then throws it out of the ring, and comedically it ends up hitting JBL in the head. It added to this comedy match. The Usos hit a super kick on Fandango, who was on the top rope, and falls down into the ring, and he gets pinned. So the Usos remain SmackDown Tag Team Champions. There was a lot of comedy in this match, so I understand they were trying to get to the casual, pretty much, that were not really invested into the fashion files. Just a lot of comedy. I did enjoy this match, but it felt like there was too much comedy. This was the best Breezango match that they've had in WWE as a tag team. Next was Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn. This match I didn't enjoy at all. Sami Zayn wins with the haluva kick. Corbin dominated the match, kept him strong. I understand what they were doing there, but it just didn't feel important to me. Then they have a backstage segment. Jinder Mahal is arriving. The Sign brothers, I don't know how to pronounce it, get out of the limo, and they throw down a carpet right where Jinder would come out. Then Jinder comes out in a full suit and is getting interviewed, and he stares down into the camera and calls America haters. And it was just really good. I loved it. He said he's going to turn all their negativity into something that is almost holy. And then he talks in Punjabi and says that he will beat Orton and win the WWE Championship tonight. I really like that segment, especially just Jinder Mahal just staring at the camera and saying it. It felt really impactful. I just really enjoyed it. Then was Tamina, Natalya, and Carmella, who are the welcoming committee, versus Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Naomi. James Ellsworth comes out skipping to the ring, which I thought was a diss at AJ Lee. Not a lot of people were thinking that when I was looking at Twitter, but that's what I thought of. Especially that JBL even mentioned that she was skipping, well, that he was skipping. And that's what AJ Lee used to do going to the ring. They're in Chicago, wouldn't be shocked. This was an okay match. Again, it was hard to get into for me. Becky Lynch ended up tapping out to the sharpshooter from Natalya. So the heel team won. Hopefully they get back to what they were doing with championship matches on the pay-per-views soon. Next was Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles for the US title. Obviously, it was the match of the night. I even wrote it was a good match with a bad ending. AJ Styles is going for the Styles Clash on the announce table. Owens then pushes AJ into a hole where the monitors would be. And he gets caught up in the cables on his bad leg. They really were playing up the whole right leg injury that Kevin Owens had been targeting. They did that a lot during the match. There was a lot of good spots in this match. But having the match end in a countout was really weak. I would have loved it if they had a better ending. It would have probably made this a little better match than it was. AJ Styles was helped to the back with his leg injured after the match. Owens did retain the title. Then a throwaway match, pretty much. I don't know. Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan. I said Eric. I don't know why this match wasn't on the pre-show instead of Dillinger and Aiden English. I don't know. I guess they're just trying to get the crowd hyped. But I think if you had the main card with Shinsuke and Ty Dillinger, the crowd would have been electric. This crowd was good though. It was an okay match. Nothing really special. Rowan, towards the end, he kept reaching for the mask. I don't know if they've been hinting at that the mask is giving him powers or something. But he kept getting kicked into the corner, and he would just reach at the mask and then like get up. And like the second or third time, probably the third time, Harper Irish whips him into the ropes and hits the discus clothesline for the pin. So Harper beat Rowan. I feel like we've seen this match too many times before. Let's get Luke Harper back to where he was right before WrestleMania. Not on a useless match. And then Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. When they were announcing the names at the beginning of the match, Orton attacks Jinder Mahal. During the match, Orton attacks the Steen brothers. There was one point that he threw one of them at the announce table and pretty much did like a backdrop, but you could tell that Orton did too much or something, because you could see Orton grimace a little bit, like, oof, what did I just do? Like, kind of like a worried, concerned look. And then he immediately tried to sell his shoulder injury that they were hyping up. But toward the end of the match, Orton has both of the brothers in his double DDT. He does. He had it inside the ring. He hits the DDT, and then Mahal comes and hits his finisher, which I believe they're calling the Collas. The Cobra Clutch Slam. I know that was what it was previously referred to. And pins Orton for the WWE Championship. So now Jinder Mahal is the WWE Champion. And if I did see this right. He is now the 50th ever WWE champion. I think he's going to be a placeholder, but probably for a few months, not like going to lose it on Tuesday or at Money in the Bank. One show I'm watching, they said that they want to be shocked if it's to build up John Cena for his 17th title reign, which I think would be a good idea. It could be for AJ, it could be for Shinsuke. There's a lot of possibilities they can go with this. The anti-American, you could have Orton even come back and win. I don't know what they'll do, but it was an interesting way to end. I wanted Jinder Mahal to win so they could have a different name as champion. Orton was stale as champion. But yeah, that's Backlash. I thought it was an okay show. I give it about a 5.5, 6 out of 10. There was a lot of parts where it just felt useless. I wasn't invested. It could have been I wasn't watching it live or something, but I just felt like it was dragging a little bit. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on this video. Comment below what you guys thought of the show. And subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.